come to claim him, I suppose I should.
Envoy. I speak for Paradise. That is all you need to know.
Careful, he could be a messenger. Or this could get interesting.
We wait in places you will never think to look. Your mercy for our compatriots has not gone unnoticed. Take this. We deem you worthy. This time, we trust you will remember our gratitude.
Whatever's grown over that Audra doesn't look natural.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going down the stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. I didn't ask. The less I know, the better. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
So Ludwine's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Given how angry she was about Eagwolf, probably best we give her a wide berth.
Oh, one other thing. Did you hear about that expedition team that went missing in the caves north of the city? It's frightful stuff. Can't imagine crawling through caves for a living myself. The ground's been rumbling something fearsome over there, and those roots have been growing like mad. I hope it's not another strangleroot situation is all I'm saying, because those people are goners. Anyway, I hope you can lend them a hand. Seems like a bad way to go. You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
It's what most of us come here for. I only wish more of us really got one. Unfortunately, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
Oh, I hear you. Unfortunately, if you're marching shoulder to shoulder, some of their stink is bound to rub off on you.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the freakus.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. Sorry, old sailor slang. They're working at cross purposes. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Well, maybe figure it out. We can't prepare for what we don't know is coming.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Most fun things are.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops. Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway... You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delumgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. Imagine a flooded area, but instead of water, it's all plants that just seem to want you lost, starving, and dead. Step on the wrong thorn or eat the wrong leaf, and you'll find yourself paralyzed or exploding out of both ends.
He's just trying to scare you. But he's also right. You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy. It's like I said before. That plague you're investigating and the intrigues that follow you affect the whole island. And what can I say? You keep making things interesting.
Our deal was I'd help you find your assassin. I did that. I figured you'd probably travel faster with fewer people anyway. I have, you know, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Yeah. Who else is gonna show us which mushrooms we can eat and which ones want to eat us?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule. What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey, you got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
See? You're doing it now.
Well? now you're being funny.
Oh, gods. Envoy? Fior Messiverno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an anime... No. None more than usual. Both settlements are survivors. Don't spend much time worrying about animancy. A job is a job, Envoy. But I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn.
Someone's slipping.
I said, almost. Just glad I can help. Right, changing this up. Ask away. Same one you are. What kind of blessed question? Oh, huh, I see. I sometimes use... Lember is the language spoken in Solace. Though everyone knows Adiran, you don't hear Lember much in the rest of the lands. Makes it easy to see... I barely realize I'm doing it anymore. And that's not... I'm sure you'll pick it up as we travel. It's... Right, changing the subject. What do you need? Pleasant dreams. You might want to consider not washing your clothes in safflower oil.
I hate to break it to you, but regular laundry is a common courtesy when you're traveling with a group.
No, it's fine.
Let's give her a hand.
Don't get too comfortable. More on the way. Fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? To climb, of course.
You're welcome to my shoulders.
There's a godless artifact just out of reach, and I must have it. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned. Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the godless. But they were here long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have passed a few of the big ones. With a lot of their structures were embedded in the ground. I mean, as much as you can live in harmony with a land actively trying to kill you. 30 years of research, and as far as I can tell, they just upped and Well, what's important is that the vase is within my grasp. Now that... There's a vase in this ruin that's too high for me to reach. Fetch it for me. I can pay you in skates if you do. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley. Wizard...
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. But no one listens to me. Take him down. Next one's mine. Coming from the rear. That all you had? Not bad, Marius.
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came al-
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
Oh, holding my vase hostage. First and foremost, Fiorme Vidaro, unlike his father, the form. Oh, hardly. I'm not. I'm merely a stunningly brilliant, witty, but also.
So you are?
Right. So,
But Vidaro has lost his grip on the land. Emerald Stair used to be the bread basket. Now it won't bear fruit, and there are rumors of plague. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. Thank you for your help, Godlike.
well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches. To spare if she changes her mind.
Oh no, don't! Take a moment, people. Never seen Emerald Stair like this.
Haze, mirrors. We have touched something like your dreams before. Our roots entwine, but we cannot linger here long. We must know. A killer freed, a predator returned to the woods. You bled and forgave. Why? Should he not suffer for your pain? Compassion for the snake. He killed our beloved. Our weeds tangled. This is not our way. dam broke. We wept in the dark when your soul slipped away. We feared for you, felt your agony. We could not forgive. We bide our time. Wake now.
Take your best shot. Nice shot.
Everybody all right?
As if people weren't hungry enough.
I don't see what's the problem.
They just make me feel uncomfortable.
I'm glad to see revenants working in our fields.
What if the body used to be your You, Adiran, you know what a revenant is, don't you?
Well, they're more efficient than we are. They don't need to sleep or eat, and it leaves...
Oh, well, fire is much more efficient at harvesting the pea. Every monster we let wander the valley is one more...
Nothing. That is my point.
Oh, then you will not mind when the animal... Perhaps you can get one of the animancers to raise up... At least someone around here see...
Hand in hand, they toil, and the earth gives in return. The smile of the harvest.
I'm glad you came by today.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said that'd be great.
You know what I said.
Hey, you! Go away! There's nothing here.
You showed up at a bad... Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giat is about to tear... One of our animancers. She's bright as... She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of...
Animancers fighting?
This isn't the first time Giat has put the governor in his place, but... Yeah. Look around. The town's overgrown, the crop...
Just take a blessed day look outside. It doesn't take a genius to see this place.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that nightmare down by myself.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. As am I, in a way. Forgive me. I'm Captain Alf. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is these Valian. Good. Perhaps he will listen to you. I am not fashioned. Still, I think the governor is too stubborn to be persuaded even by the... When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure that... We all have our part to play, and until later.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Genuine healing crystals, purest in all of Eora.
Jata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just...
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not... We have Giata to thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our...
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around. And now it... First came the invasive species. Roots and mycelium growing overnight. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our... Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats. I believe that we can restore the land, bring back it... Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust Anna.
As usual, Giata never misses a chance to slander me.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, unfortunately, new experiments have to go...
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't... Are you going to tell him about your family's basement?
How dare you use...
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge... If I don't have your trust, I am determined to earn it. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my...
Your request is denied, Giata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot...
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse. Under the circumstances, I don't have much...
Then neither do I. Giata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quill. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giata is an outcast. Perhaps, but I can't just let her continue to...
They aren't your animancers. Your
Don't bother, old man. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverno. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen?
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Giata, some man...
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. Because they're cowards. To them, I'm just a cautionary tale. A fought...
you did challenge his authority.
I know. Curses. Without Fior Mesiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but... she'll...
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story of...
Your parents would be proud.
Anyway, listen to us babble. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts. How generous of you. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Anamanti might offer us some insight into your... While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... Of course. Excuse me, it's been a long day. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge them. Today, that changes. I need help from the Animancers. Don't worry. Ignasi can't banish us all. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are... And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you... I'd rather you find that out for yourself. We're about to make history.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Careful! Or we'll get...
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant.
Founded machine. Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect... Giada. What a loss. I owe that young... Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my... Ha! A novel idea. What I need is a strong... Perhaps, if you can help me. I could use a large single block of art. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported... Indeed, but that well is almost dry. An Ardragon's heart can hold an immense... The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it. Still, Delmgon queens can be... Do be careful. Emerald Stair is...
Well, let's go. That Atragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Ah, it's you.
Envoy, over here.
Settle you! To your left! Stay down! Good fight. Show me what you got!
You're gonna regret this.
That's all of them. They come. This one's mine. Watch your back. Look left.
Leave something alone long enough, the living lands will take it back.
Watch the left!
You ever get the feeling something doesn't want us here?
Down. The trail goes through the ravine and into the glade. Careful where you step. Here we go! Stop. Next one's mine. Here we go.
those roots tearing the bridge apart, or holding it together?
Think the Delimgon did all that?
Or maybe the land itself? We make a good squad.
You may approach. Ah, a welcome visitor. It has been so long since... I mean one from the land. But why have you... A curious thing for Kith to want. It belonged to one who tended... Sickness changed them. As it has it no longer recognized. We had to stop them before. But it is over now. All our kind has no need. It would cause us no pain. But wait. No. So many dead. So many of my kin are dead. The time for work.
Take your best shot. good. Watch the left. Got them all.
Ado, welcome to